では続いてクアルコムによる 5G に関する紹介です。
はい、皆さんご存知クアルコムはアメリカの移動体通信の、通信技術および半導体の設計開発を行う企業で、通信関係の最新テクノロジーで言えば世界各国での 5G サービスに対応するためのモデムチップを供給しています。
そうですね、クアルコム。極端なことを言えば、この会社がないと我々は携帯電話を利用することができないっていうことですね。
はい、言い過ぎではないと思います。アドバンテックの無線モジュール製品でもクアルコムにはお世話になっており、有名なスナップドラゴンですね。サイズはこのスライドのようにとても小さなものです。
なるほどですね。ところで原さん、5G のユースケースってどんなものがありますか？
はい、5G は高速性が注目されていますが、他にも信頼性でいうと工場内の有線 LAN を無線化、低遅延性ではロボット制御の精度向上や遠隔手術の実現、多数接続性でいうと倉庫内でたくさんの AGV 利用をするなど、アイデア次第でいろいろな活用シーンが考えられています。
では詳細は動画をご覧ください。
In the following Tech Talk, you're going to hear about the next generations of 5G and Wi-Fi 6 and the certification path from Ketal Gandhi, Director of Business Development from Qualcomm, Jay White, Senior Marketing Managers from NXP, and Juan Carlos Mora Jimenez, Growth Management Director from DECRA.
Hello, my name is Ketal Gandhi and I work at Qualcomm Technologies as Business Development Director in our Connected Smart Systems Group, which falls under IoT Business Unit. There has been a lot of buzz about 5G and AI in tech industry over the last few years. But often the buzz is about how 5G will greatly improve the connectivity speed for consumer mobile devices and how AI will enable new consumer experiences. While the consumer industry is certainly going to benefit from these technologies, enterprise and industrial segments is where we will see the major transformation of these technologies. Let's start with the numbers. What does this mean in terms of economic impact? We had commissioned an independent 5G economy study that projected that over $13 trillion of economic benefits will be generated by 5G. And the biggest impact will come from digital transformation of industries like construction, mining, agriculture, manufacturing, retail, healthcare, smart cities, education, and so on. So what is exactly about 5G that will enable these transformation? We are very well aware of the extreme data rates in multi-gigabits per second that 5G will enable. But often overlooked are other characteristics of 5G that will enable mission-critical and control use cases and give us the ability to deploy massive Internet of Things. Ultra-high reliability can replace wires in factories, for example, to enable manufacturers to deploy configurable factories. Ultra-low latency will mean the robots will help us with the precision that's needed in remote surgery use cases. Extreme mobility will allow warehouses and retail to utilize automatic guided vehicles for picking and fulfillment. Deep coverage means farms and fields and oil rigs in remote places can enable massive sensor network for remote monitoring and troubleshooting. And I can go on, but you get the idea. The bottom line is that different devices deployed in an industrial and enterprise setting will have different data rate, latency, and reliability requirements, and 5G can support all of those. The question is, how is that possible? 5G is more than yet another air interface technology. It is a unifying connectivity fabric for future innovation. The inherent strength of 5G is that it has been designed to be a platform that can handle diverse set of services from extreme broadband with fiber-like speeds to mission-critical sub-millisecond latencies, over a diverse set of spectrum from below 1 GHz to millimeter wave, supporting a diverse set of deployment models from macro to indoor to private networks. In short, 5G is a platform that can handle not only today's diverse needs, but is designed to be future-proof for yet-to-be-designed services. Another important aspect of 5G is that this is the first time that the cellular network standards groups are designing for industrial use cases from ground up instead of having it as an afterthought, which also allows us to imagine that 5G will bring the digital transformation of these industrial use cases. The diverse set of deployment models are the most interesting aspect of 5G for digital transformation of industrial use cases. Instead of just relying on carrier-owned and managed network, industrial customers can have mixed ownership scenarios with deployment of private networks for more critical and local needs and rely on public networks for more traditional use cases. Big retailers, warehouse owners, and manufacturers are already engaging with us in case studies on how they can best leverage private network deployments in 5G to achieve the best performance and total cost of ownership. Another aspect of 5G is multi-spectrum support. And millimeter wave support in higher bands is one of the most exciting new development in 3GPP release 15 and 16. Millimeter wave enables large bandwidths, 25 times more than what's being used for 3G and 4G today, greater capacity for dense deployments, and extreme low latency. Now, speaking of the 3GPP release, here is the 5G roadmap. As you can see, while the first release were focused on smartphone and other consumer use cases, in 2020, Release 15 enabled support for millimeter wave and private networks for enterprises. Further evolution of those features and more in Release 16 will enable industrial IoT use cases in 2021. So the time is now to act to be part of this revolution. And to do our bit to be part of this revolution, Qualcomm just recently launched the first of its kind X65 modem with RF capabilities that will support 10 gigabit 5G speeds and many more Release 16 features that can be further upgraded as the rollout continues. We talked about private networks and millimeter wave support earlier. This product brings that to our customers who can further build on it and be part of the revolution. Data is the new oil, as they say. And access to this data and information and the capability to process this data to turn into something useful is key for digital transformation in industrial IoT. And for that to happen, you need to have not only connectivity, but also compute and security. Low power compute is a necessary component, spanning from powerful on-device processing, machine learning to edge cloud services. We believe that only by combining these three components, compute, security, and connectivity, can you reach the full potential of Industry 4.0. We believe in this distributed intelligence paradigm with advent of 5G. For the digitized world to scale efficiently in a meaningful way, we cannot go back to the centralized cloud for everything because it just can't scale to handle the massive amount of data. The role of central cloud will continue to be around big data and training of AI. So come 5G and AI together, we will have the ability to process those massive amount of data at the source and to truly enable a digitized world. We see rapid proliferation of power efficient on-device inference, AI inference today, especially to enhance use cases, but the interplay with 5G will enable new use cases and verticals. But in the future, we see fully distributed AI with lifelong on-device learning which allows for next level of personalization with privacy. This is one of our AI research areas. So you pass on the refined values from device out to the edge cloud for bigger aggregated value. In a nutshell, we need all three parts to interplay: the cloud, the edge cloud, and the devices. And as we talk about sensitive data processing and communication, and that too at the scale that is required for digital transformation, security is very important. 5G inherently has built-in security features, but having hardware root of trust-based security at the device level to protect data capture, data processing, data at rest, and data in transit is a must. To help you in this journey of digital transformation, Advantech has developed pre-certified 5G and 4G modules based on Qualcomm Technologies cellular products. I encourage you to look at AIW344 and AIW355 module, which is based on Qualcomm SDX55 5G modem. Advantech offers design services for your device development, so you could focus on your application and differentiate your solution. Good luck on your journey and thank you.
ネットの話は少々難しかったですね。
そうですね。でもこのスライドで説明してくれました。5G の時代、ネットワークはキャリアが所有するものだけによらずに、プライベートネットワークとパブリックネットワークを共存させ、最高のパフォーマンスを発揮させるべきと言われたことは心に残りました。
それと 5G のロードマップ情報では聞き慣れない言葉、5GNR も出てきましたね。
村松さん、ネットワークプロフェッショナルな村松さんが何を言ってるんですか？ 5GNR。これは 5G New Radio と言います。移動通信システム標準団体の 3GPP と 5GNR 2つのロードマップが存在するんですよ。
さらにクアルコムは NEXT 5G 時代の新製品の紹介で畳みかけてきましたよね。
5G と一言で言っても先ほどのロードマップで示されたように常に仕様がアップデートしていますので、常に最新技術の製品でリードしていくクアルコムのパワーには脱帽ですよね。
はい、そうですね。それとこのスライド良かったですね。データを有効なものにするためのこのスライドでの説明は分かりやすかったですね。
はい。データを有効に活用するためには 5G とコンピューティングの組み合わせ、いわゆる DX が不可欠ですね。